Day 2. This is Wednesday. It's a cooler day today, but still quite warm. We're approaching the end of August. Couldn't think for a second there. Yeah, so it's a few days off the end of August. So my strimmer broke. I've ordered another part for it. One of the nylon bushes inside the gubbins has given up, so I've had to order another one. Sorry about all the lorries going past in the background. As I say, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, bright early morning. I wake up very early, so it's just one of those things. Right, I'm going to show you around the allotment, show you what I've done. Thanks, sir. So I strimmed the 2 paths going from the main road up to the end. There's one, and there's the other. So they're nicely strimmed. I started strimming over here, clearing this. This will have to be dug out at some point, I guess. That, I believe, is manure. I'm not sure what type, but obviously it's gone really, really horribly black and dark, and you can see it spread out in various areas, like on this little bed here. So obviously somebody had a go at pulling out. So I strimmed all that area there, and I started strimming around the vegetable, around the fruit bushes at the top here. So I'm doing bits and pieces. It's just doing bit at a time. As far as weeding's gone, I pulled all of the weeds out of this one here. They're all piled up. I'd like to burn them, but I need to find out the rules on bonfires, which I suppose I'll get set. And I pulled all the weeds out of this one. Now the reason I'm pulling weeds is but leaving others is, if you look, this mare's tail just pulls out, and there are roots, but they're all surface roots, and they'll pull out gently because the ground's so dry. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, to clear these beds. I believe whoever had the allotment before me did a really good job of digging out, because there's not a lot of bindweed around, which is great. Bindweed, I hate bindweed. So I'll clear this one today, and I've also cleared these ones. This one needs digging out by the looks of it. This is couch grass, so that will need a proper dig. And this one's got carpet on, which I'll pull up at some point. And I started pulling out the weeds. It's nettles mostly, and a few thistles and stuff. And I started pulling it out of these beds here. Gosh, that looks a lot greener in the video than it does in real life. And this would be like a breakwater area where I'll just trim up the weeds now and again. Maybe I'll even try to get some spring bulbs and stuff in there, who knows. One thing I haven't shown is the sun's traverse, I don't know what you'd say, how the sun moves in the sky. Okay, so that's north. 12 kilometers in that direction is the coast, the Norfolk coast. It's very flat as well, so we do get strong winds from the North Sea, and about a few thousand nautical miles, I don't know exactly, I haven't walked it, is the North Pole. There's nothing between us. Over there is the winds that come in from the Scandinavian countries. So during the summer, the sun rises in the east, travels, there it is, look, up there, just above us, behind the clouds, It rises over here somewhere, travels the sky, and then during the summer it gets behind that tree there, and then that's it. We're in shade and it sets over there somewhere. During the winter it will rise approximately there, travel the sky, and then set behind those trees there. The good news is, of course, that for the entire time we don't have any shade on this part of the area, apart from night when it goes behind that tree. You would have thought it would be behind these trees, but they're in the north. Apart from the fact you don't get much rainfall in this area here, because the tree shelters most of the incoming rain, the trees don't actually affect the sunlight. So a lot of this is in full sun during the heat of the day. It's only in the evening when the sun goes behind that tree there that I've noticed it getting shady. I suppose I'll have to see what it's like in the winter. I'm going to go on and I'm going to weed this bed. I'm going to pull out more nettles, excuse me, around, and we'll see how we get on. After I've weeded this bed, there won't be a lot more I can do until I get the part for the strimmer, but that's going to take 2 weeks, unfortunately. So I won't have it for a little while. So what I may do is tinker around, just try and clear the nettles and the weeds around this area, make it look a bit more, what's the word, appealing from this side. I'd like, as I say, a nice little pond area. What to do about these trees? Do I want the trees? Not the big ones. Not the big ones, the small ones. I mean, it'd be great to have like a fruit tree orchard. Would they grow? That's the question. Is there under shade, not enough rain, all that type of stuff? I don't know. Right, to work. To see, it's just a little bit of pulling up of the weeds at the moment. The reason I'm not putting up all of them is because some of them have deep roots, and I want to dig those out to make sure that they don't keep recurring. I'm going to get on with it, and I'll bring you back later on when I'm not so puffed. Yeah, I need to get fit, and this is one reason why I've got the allotment. Not only to get me out of the house, but also to get rid of various heavier options on my body that I didn't really ask for. I'll see you again later. Day 3. Yeah, it's 7 AM and I have previously been up and about at this time, but look how dark it is, and we are getting steady rain. This is the first steady rain we've actually had throughout the drought. We've had like drizzle and we had like a small smattering, but we're in thunder and lightning, although it's quite distant, and the sky out there is really grey. Let me show you. Here we go. So I don't know if you can pick up that overcast sky. And there's the rain outside, and there's Kitty, who doesn't like the thunder, do you? Look at her attacking my foot. Get off my foot. Get off my foot. Anyway, yeah, so I won't be walking down to the allotment to do any digging today. Although I might later on if it clears up. But this will have several effects on the allotment. Lone birdie. One of them is obviously it's going to water the ground, which is great. It might get rid of the restriction on, although I don't think it's an official one, about having fires so I can burn off a lot of the waste that's on the site. That's somebody else's garden now. I shouldn't really do that, should I? Let's go and show you outside the front. This is the view of my outside my bungalow, looking across the little cul-de-sac where I live. And these are all bungalows, similar design to this one. This one's slightly larger, long ways than those ones over there, which are wider. So they've got a greater depth of their rooms. But communal parking area and a communal grass area. I've just kept the cat's toy. So, you know, and over in that corner, over there, is a shortcutting down to our local shop. And the allotment is about 200 metres further on. So it's about 300 metres in that direction. So it's just a short walk for me. So I'll be doing some potting today. I might do some sowing of seeds, and I'll talk to you later about those. Still a question at the moment about, so dark, there we go, look at that. Gosh, it's dark, I need to cut. Still a question at the moment about the actual layout of the plot, because I need to find out where the limits of my plot actually are, and whether, you know, and the demarcation line, I don't know where it is. So that's it for now. I'll show you some potting later on that I'm doing. It's just some cauliflowers and some beans. That's all I've got at the moment, and then when I get my next load of benefit money, I'll buy some more seeds and get those planted, ready for going down to allotment. Oh, Kitty, can you hear her? She's having a fine old time. Right, look at that dark. See you later. So while we're looking at the beautiful weather outside, my thoughts on what's going to happen about this rainfall and what's going to happen down at the allotment. So obviously the ground's going to get wet. Now I showed you as I cleared some of the weeds over the last couple of days, all of the seeds that have been laying on the soil from where they've been blown off, grass, thistles, all the other weeds. And the Deadly Nightshade berries, which have dropped on the ground. And what's going to happen is the water's going to activate them. They're all going to get moist, and in the last sort of 6 months of parched dryness, none of the seeds have germinated. Well, what's going to happen is that this rainfall will activate them, and they'll all start to germinate. So within a few weeks, if we didn't do anything about it, the whole of that, all the soil areas would just be a massive weed. My cat's gone balmy, I don't know why. Maybe it's the thunder. So yeah, so we're gonna have to keep on top of that. Oh, lightning. Where's the thunder? Still a few good distance away. Well, that's a good distance away in the centre of the storm. So the second thing that will happen is that the temperature's dropped. We're down to 18 degrees. This is from 20 degree, 25, 30 degrees yesterday. And so a lot of the plants will think we're going into autumn now, which they are, of course, correct. Oh, look, more lightning, still no thunder. So the temperature's dropped and the plants will think, oh great, here comes autumn, let me get on and sort myself out, and they'll start going to seed, because that's when they seed. So, oh, cat's attacking me again. What are you doing? Oh, there you are. Hey? What are you doing? She wants to, I don't know what she is. She wants to play. I think the funder's unsettled her. She hasn't really heard it before. And the lining. Yeah, so they might all start going to seed. So all of the salads and lettuce, which is a salad, and anything else still left in the ground, carrots, beetroot, they might start to bolt. And the third thing that's going to happen, so we're going to get the weeds, we're going to get bolting, and the third thing that might happen is that if the temperature goes back up, all of this moistness in the air and then an increase in heat again. So if we get like back to like the 25-30 degrees for a few days, whoa, look at that one, is going to cause mold, and we're going to get blight. So all of the tomatoes that are still down there, any potatoes still in the soil that aren't blight-free ones, is going to get blighted, and we'll get the end of the season as we know it. So that's it. So 3 things. We'll see what happens, see what the temperature does, see whether nature's going to be kind to us. So that's it for me for the time being. So a bit of a thunderstorm going on. And what is it? What is, ooh. Yeah, she just doesn't like it. Her tail's flicking. She's looking out the window and her tail's flicking madly. Isn't it, eh? Eh? Pixels, come on. Yeah, she's hugging my feet again. She doesn't like it at all. Right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Quick update. No seed planting for me today. I ordered some compost off Amazon, as I haven't been able to get out and do very much. I'm just looking out the window at the weather. It's stopped raining now. Hang on. There you go. There's the sky. Yep. So, ooh, hang on. Somebody. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Fight my toes. Fight my toes. Fight my toes. Bite, bite, bite. She's very gentle. She puts her like jaws around it, but she doesn't bite, and she certainly doesn't use a claw. Sorry, yeah, and I got the compost out of the bag that it came in, the postal bag, and I ordered an organic brand, being vegan, and I got Grow More. So there it is sitting there in my shower room, ready to go, and not only is the Grow More like a cheaper brand, but it's not organic, and I ordered 50 litres and costed me over £10. I think it's about $12-13, I can't remember. And I could have bought the Grow More for about, well, half that price for a larger bag. So a bit annoying. So now I have to carry that bag back to the post office, which I pointed out is sort of round the corner there. Good job it's not too far, otherwise I'd be very annoyed. There we go. So no planting for me today. Bye bye, see you later. You gonna get that fly? Where is it? Where's the fly? Is it up there? Oh, there it is. Poor little fly. Here it is. You gonna get it? Yeah? Go on then, jump up. Jump up. You got, is it a fly? Yeah? Don't lick your lips. You can't eat the fly. Yeah. Really? Yeah? Why? Don't you like flies? Oh, did it move? Is it gone? Where'd it go? You don't like flies much? Pixels, where's the fly gone? The fly's still there. Tell the fly what you think. Yeah? You're not using bad cat language, are you? Because you're a lady. That sounded a bit guttural. Whoa! Did you get it? It's a bit higher than that. You're gonna go for the jump. I don't think you get it. You know, it's quite a distance. It's like 6 foot. All right. What a difference today, mate. I'm making this video at about the same time as I made yesterday's during the rainstorm. And look at that blue sky. This is 8 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday it was in darkness. I was sitting in the bungalow, absolutely could hardly see me, but look at it today. This is the same time in the morning. Show you what's been going on so far. So this is my crop of Deadly Nightshade. I've not dug it yet. I'm going to dig it out today. Look, I brought along my easy find fork and spade. I think they were just about £20. I mean, I'd love to get the real quality Spear and Jackson stuff that will last a lifetime, but you know, maybe next ones I buy, as long as those two do for the time being. So as you see, a lot of the plot's been cleared. Now I need to wait for the strimmer to get the parts for it. It's a really good strimmer, and I've had it, as I say, years, and you can buy every single part of it. You can buy and replace. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I moved the compost bin yesterday and let loose the compost for one simple reason. It's an ant's nest. It is just one huge ant's nest. So I pulled it out and I roughed it up, and the ants should disappear. They don't like being disturbed too much. So what I'll do is that when the ants are gone and I've decided on the final place for the compost bins, I'll shift it all back in again. That's going to see some use over the weekend, I hope. I dug this lid out of the pond yesterday, and it's just as well I did, because look at the pond today. It's a pond. It's actually filled up from the water drain off from the road from the rain that we had, and I've already seen some baby frogs or toads, I'm not sure what they are, swimming around. So I've probably toads. I think frogs prefer the water. So, but yeah, I mean, that's fantastic. So it's still a good living pond. Obviously no fish, but we'll see, you know, how beautiful we can make it. I mean, I would really dearly love to clear all of this and make it a little wildlife area with spring bulbs and wildflowers and stuff. We'll see, you know, it's still possible. But of course I don't know whose plots these are. Is that end area a separate plot which somebody else has, has the what's the word, tenancy for? So we'll see, and I don't know where the line actually comes to, because if you look just there past those posts, you can just see it in the centre. There, that's the marking line between those two plots. So you've got the beans on one side and that netting on the other. So that's, and that path down the middle is the marking line, but there's no post here, so I don't know. I'm definitely plot 1A, but is there a plot 1? Who knows? Anyways, today's jobs, I shall be digging out my crop of Deadly Nightshade. I shall place it conveniently somewhere because here's an interesting fact. You can, it's the berries, by the way, look, these things. It's the berries that actually are poisonous. But they are used in medicines. I mean, another name for Deadly Nightshade is Belladonna, which is a beautiful lady, I believe, in Italian. And if you actually scrunch the berries and get the juice out and drop it into your eyes, they cause your eyes to dilate. And apparently that's what they used to do in olden times to make yourself more attractive. Yeah, not something I think I'm going to do with my heart condition. But there you go. So I'll be getting rid of the Belladonna today, and I'll try to dig out all of the plots over the next few days to get rid of the last of the perennials and stuff. And then it will just be a case of hoeing them down, and then it'll be on to sowing some crops. I don't really know what to sow, so I'm gonna tidy them all up, cut back the borders and the paths and things. I mean, we don't need a 5 foot wide path here. A 2 foot wide will do, which will be probably from about here to here. So that'll be the path down there. So all of this would be reclaimed for doing. Now, I don't know what to do with this area. I really don't. I mean, I might leave all this I might just cover it over the winter. I don't know. I'm going to move, think about it. I cleared all of the nettles and bracken at the side. Now what I do is I'll put another path down there just to make sure that there's a proper line to adhere to, but I'll keep this clear of nettles and things. And again, I might plant spring bulbs down there just to give it a nice feel. So that's it for the time being. It's going to be a lot of digging and heavy work from now on. Get rid of all of the perennials before we start burning them. All right. The end of episode 2. I told you, it's exciting. Yeah, you gather from my enthusiasm during the videos, I'm really loving it. Quick word about mental health and physical health. You can see the shape of my body. That's like quite many months. It's not just the time that I've actually been in this bungalow, but it was also the previous 6 to 8 months living in the old house, just doing nothing, hiding from the world, waiting to leave my family in peace so that I can, let them heal and start healing myself from the trauma of my breakdown and theirs. Yeah, so hard work, but I was really enjoying it, and the work gets harder, of course. The temperatures were still mid-20s, 30s, and with a heart condition as well, I probably went at it a bit too hard, but who cares? It was fun, and the way I actually managed it, I was doing early mornings, 7-8 o'clock, getting down there, doing 2 to 3 hours until between 10, 11, as the day was starting to warm up, doing that hard work in the early cooler morning, even though it was in the 20s. And then deciding, well, that's enough, heart's pounding, my little watch is saying that my heartbeat is in the hundreds,
let's go home, we'll have a rest, have a bite to eat, hydrate again, and then we'll come out. And I was going home, coming out again maybe 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon after the intense midday sun, when only fools and English people were around, and going back down there and doing some more in the afternoon, doing some lighter work in the afternoon. I wasn't actually doing like heavy work in the afternoon. It was just like raking or collecting up the weeds that I dug out in the morning. And then I would going home again about 5ish, hydrating, having a snack, and then walking back down in the evening, beautiful evenings, and enjoying the evening down on the allotment, just the peace and quiet. And that's really when I was talking to people, because obviously I was the only madman out digging and cleaning up during that intense heat. Yeah, so as you see, there's a lot of changes in minds, lots of learning and discovery, but that's what allotments are all about. There is no set method or purpose into taking on an allotment. So join me for number 3 coming up very soon. I would have really appreciate it if you could click that subscribe button and like the videos and chat to me, tell me your experiences. I have so much to learn and I need to know. I really am enjoying the allotment, and again I'm recording this little postscript in November, and it's been a journey of real pleasure and fun for me. So come and join me. Take care for now. Bye bye.